Hey everybody, this is Niall, and just Niall. Alex is not here today. This is the drive home reviews, and tonight I went with some buddies to watch Screamboat. It is a play on old Steamboat Willie, so the IP for Steamboat Willie, the precursor to Mickey Mouse, is now available to the public. This is the first time someone's taken it. Well, there was another one called Mousetrap, but they've taken it and turned it into a slasher film. And they really dove into the use of Disney's IP. They kind of played on, they played on a bunch of things, but the movie is about a killer mouse. Essentially Steamboat Willie from the old black and white cartoons, except now he is demented and realistic looking and serial killer. When you see the mouse, it really kind of reminded me, especially in the face, of the Leprechaun movies, like the old ones with Jennifer Aniston. It was interesting how they did some of this. They placed a lot of Disney's lines and such. Like they mentioned all these little callbacks to the movies, like it's a whole new world, and one of the women says, "I want to go where the people are," and she's obviously based on Ariel. There's this whole group of women that are based on all the Disney princesses, and they're like out drunk having a party on this old steamboat. So, but there's this killer rat that lives on the steamboat, and he's going around killing everybody. And actually, it's the Staten Island Ferry, which I guess is owned by Colin Jost and Pete Davidson. I guess they bought it before it was going to be scrapped, and they've kind of revamped it, and I guess they allowed this movie to be made. This is definitely an amateur movie. It's made by one of the same writers or creators of the Terrifier series. I didn't see this, what was the other one called? I didn't see Mousetrap, and I didn't see the other style movie like this, the Winnie the Pooh one, Blood and Honey. I think there was even a Blood and Honey too. I heard those weren't very good. I heard they weren't entertaining, but this was the first one that I heard might be good. I'm going to tell you, it was not good, but it was good in the sense that it knew what it was. It knew that it's a bad movie, and it played into that, which in turn made it a good movie. If this movie hadn't known what it was and it was trying to play itself off as a serious horror film, man, I would give it like a 3%. But because it understood what it was, and it was so bad that it was funny, several parts did make you laugh out loud, and several parts made me jump, and made the other people I was with jump. But because it recognized what it was, I would give it a 60. It was entertaining. I had no point wanting to leave. There were a few times that it felt long. I don't know what the runtime is. I'll put it here. But to me, it felt like a 2-hour movie. I kind of think maybe it should have been an hour and a half. Yeah. I'd recommend it. If you're into slasher films and you think you might like this, you probably would like it, as long as you know what it is. Don't go into this expecting a horror. It's like a slapstick / horror. It's in the vein of those old Jason and Freddy movies. There's some pretty gruesome kills in this. There's particularly one where this woman and this man are off alone doing their thing, and Steamboat Willie comes in with a machete, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. No spoilers. But the acting, a lot of new, fresh actors, and yeah, I mean, I think they understood the role. They weren't trying too hard, which I think would have done a bad thing to the movie. They just played their part, and they really played into the lore of Steamboat Willie and where he comes from. All of those kind of little clever references were kind of entertaining. The different characters that were on the boat, on the Staten Island Ferry at midnight until dawn. So yeah, if you don't like horror films, I would not recommend this. If you definitely don't like slasher films, you're gonna hate this movie. But I had nothing else to do tonight. I wanted to go see a movie, and this was the only thing that looked halfway interesting to me. So that is Screamboat. That is all I have to say about it. This is Drive Home Reviews. Toodaloo. So the reason I couldn't get Alex to come is because she, while she does like horror movies, she doesn't like these silly slasher films. It definitely is a silly slasher film. And, yeah, she just was not about this movie. So that is why she's not here. And I instead went to watch it with some other people who can enjoy some silly slasher films. So yeah, that's what it is. If you got nothing else to watch,